I think women's magazines get a really bad rap. I think a lot of people will say women's magazines are about women being inadequate. And I acknowledge that I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't happy, that I was making mistakes. And these women's magazines are full of hope. My life was a total mess. I had just gotten divorced. I was running around like I was back in high school, dating really inappropriate men, eating horrible food, surrounding myself with horrible people, and I was wandering around a bookstore deciding what I needed to do, and I found myself in front of a wall of women's magazines, and all of a sudden it became really obvious. Screaming out of the cover of all the women's magazines were how to change my life for the low price of $2.95, and I thought, what could be better? I organized the book by month. And each month, before I cracked open my first magazine, I had already selected my challenge, whether it was going to be fashion-related, food-related, relationship-related. The magazine articles that I used matched that challenge. The most important thing to remember while jean shopping is to go smaller. Go a little bit smaller than you think, because they stretch out. And do not go too low. Low rise is not as sexy, but it's not always practical. I've not found the magic eye cream, and I think the truth is I probably won't find it in this lifetime, and I'm going to have to get used to the face that I have. The most important thing I learned writing this book and reading all these women's magazines is that I'm a lot tougher than I thought. And getting out of my comfort zone and doing things that I wouldn't normally have done, whether it was cooking, whether it was camping, whether it was wearing platform shoes, that I could do it, and I was successful at doing it. And, and I stopped being afraid of so many things. If somebody came to me who was unhappy with their life, I would tell them to just acknowledge it and then figure out a way how to not be unhappy. Whether it's talking to somebody, whether it's subscribing to women's magazines, whether it's getting in a car and driving across country, only stopping at Friendly's restaurants, whatever it is, you need to take an active role in taking your unhappiness and turning it into something else.